George, welcome to Dubai, and congratulations to you for launching Universal Genève globally, I would say, right? So the story of Universal Genève.
Well, it's a fantastic story. It's probably one of the richest back catalogs in the industry in terms of very versatile type of products. But the storytelling as such is also phenomenal. You have Raoul Perret, who was running the company for many years. You have behind you Gerald Genta, who at the age of 23 designed basically this watch here, the Polerouter. Then you have Nina Rindt, who made the Bund strap on the Compax so famous, the wife of Jochen Rindt, who unfortunately died in a car crash and who was the only posthume Formula One world champion in the world. So you have an incredible story. You have incredible watches and designs which are very different from what you would find in the market. And we are extremely proud now to have relaunched the brand last week at Watch & Wonders in Geneva.
Right.
And now we have first presentations, live presentations here in Dubai.
So for people who do not know, Universal Genève is one of the oldest watch brands on earth, which is revived by Breitling, which is the parent company now, I would say.
Well, we call ourselves House of Brands.
Right.
And Universal Genève has a total different management.
Right.
They're based in Geneva. We're currently rebuilding and renovating a building at Rue du Rhône, where we used to be. So the team will be based there. And it's different management, different designers, totally independently of Breitling. Gallet will be the sister brand of Breitling, different ball game. But here, considering the huge differences in terms of brands, in terms of movement, in terms of positioning, in terms of pricing, we clearly decided to move the brand to Geneva.
And all three brands will be called the House of Brands.
It's an umbrella. It's an umbrella structure.
Okay.
And we curate three different brands, offering different price points, different strategic expressions. And we don't want to call ourselves group or Breitling Group or what have you. And this is why I agreed with the board to call ourselves House of Brands, which is nicer, which is more charming.
It sounds refined.
It sounds refined. It is refined considering the brands we have part of it.
100%. So show us the watches. What does your collection look like?
So here you choose them. So number one,
So we start with the Polerouter.
with a Polerouter, which is something fantastic. At the end of the day, designing or redesigning a three-hands watch is very difficult. You have seconds, minutes, and hours, and that's it.
Right.
Well, actually, here we have a date, but we have this very particular cross, dial cross, which is part of the Gerald Genta design. We have what we call in French the Réo, quite large, but which gives an identity to the brand.
Right.
And to that product. We have what we call the twisted lugs. We have a fantastic steel bracelet. And of course, we have the 3/4 of a rotor to give it 72 hours power reserve. It's just a phenomenal product, as you can see it when you wear it. I wear the lapis lazuli execution.
Right.
As you know, we call ourselves le couturier de la montre, which is a slogan from the 1950s, which means, in French, it sounds much nicer. In English, it means the tailor of watchmaking. But because it sounds so well in French, we kept it in French, meaning that we have three segments. We have haute couture,
Right.
The bespoke type of products. We have capsule products like this one, for instance. So we produce them in limited
Numbers.
editions, and then we have what we call prêt-à-porter,
Right.
like this one, which is always available. And this is how it's structured. So we started with the Polerouter. This is a capsule collection, so it's in the second segment because we have three heartstones. We have lapis lazuli, we have bulleye, we have tiger, eye of the tiger, if you want. And then we have the Compax, the watch Nina Rand made so famous, with a white dial or black dial, or here as a capsule edition in this color is called lavender, but we have a green, we have a blue, which is beautiful. And then we have something also fantastic existing in as pret-à-porter, but also in haute couture, which is the cabriolet. So it's an Art Deco, what we call foam watch. It's very fashionable at this moment, and you've seen it in Geneva at Watch and Wonders. Many brands came back with what we call tonneau shapes, or rectangular shapes, or square shapes. And this is a fantastic Art Deco design from 1933, and it's called Cabriolet. And you see here the way the system works. So there will be many executions. We have one capsule collection with Tamara de Lempicka, a very famous Polish painter of Art Deco, who moved from Poland to the United States. And phenomenal product, I would say unisex. Then we have something also particular, which is called the dioramique. So, which is very cool. Here you see the movement, the 3/4 of a rotor, and then that very iconic face. The product is absolutely fantastic and wears incredibly well. Overall, I would say that the brand is about functional beauty. So it's not form follows function. Of course we have the function. Of course we have the only brand, by the way, in the market having only a micro-rotor or a 3/4 of rotors. So we have the function, but it's really about beauty. It's about creating something new in that super high-end luxury watch market, to fill in a gap between very conservative brands and very show-off brands. And I think we've proven this with this collection, which was extremely well received at Watch and Wonders.
Well, all the designs are definitely iconic. You can literally see it and identify what kind of watch it is or which part of the lineup it is from. How would you think they would be priced at? What would be the pricing for these kind of watches?
So a steel cabriolet is around $9,000 to $10,000 with a hand wound. A steel Polerouter with a micro-rotor 3/4 of a rotor is around $15,000 to $16,000. The Compax will be around $17,000 to $18,000, and then these are the starting points. I think the average price, because of depending on how many gold watches we sell, etc., and how many bespoke products, which then can go to 500,000 or whatever, will be around 25 to 30,000 US dollars.
Right. And who would be your, say, ideal customer for Universal Genève?
Well, first of all, you target to very, very small, target group of people who have extremely high income. But in that range, I would say you have, number one, people who don't want to buy a show-off brand or a very conservative brand, and who finally will find something which is tasteful, but with history, storytelling, fantastic movements, and who never found anything and will have something cool for the first time in the market. And the second target group are the ones who have everything. They have all these brands, or models I'm not going to mention during that interview, and who will say, okay, let me add something to my collection, and here we have something which will be complementary to what they have already.
So we have the designs, we have the price points. Let's talk technicalities, the movement. Everything in-house or pick and choose from different places?
So the automatic is produced by a company called LTM, Les Manufactures du Temps, former colleagues of mine, because they have the know-how and they have the industrial infrastructure. Grégory Boutin, who is our general manager, is an engineer, is a watchmaker, and developed with these companies the movement. The chrono is produced by ourselves because we have the infrastructure. We are, as you know, probably in the high end, probably one of the biggest chronograph manufacturers in the world, and we have the know-how. But it's a totally different movement. I think 95% of the parts are new versus, for instance, a B01. But we have the competence and the capabilities to produce it.
Perfect. So, two different types of movements. One
plus sorry, I forgot the hand wound.
The hand wound, yes, exactly.
Which is here, which is also produced by LTM.
By LTM, okay. So not completely in-house, but yes, the micro-rotor would be your signature movement, I would say that.
Yeah, but the point is you need to develop the movements. You need to have a movement strategy, which we have. And that is the most important. And you have hundreds, if not thousands, of suppliers in Switzerland who are extremely happy to work with us and for us and to help us to produce this.
That's about it from me. Thank you so much for your time.
It was really nice meeting you.
Appreciate it.
And your colleagues.
My pleasure. And I think everybody enjoyed the event as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.